And welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Bentley Brand, as we get underway here from Century Arena. It's the third battle in between these two teams. First one was a 4-3 win for the Hawks, and then the Hawks came out at home and won 7-1 in the last meeting. So, two good close games. The first one being that, and the second one being a high-scoring affair, not going the Twins' way. We'll see how this one fares tonight. Both centermen ready on the draw as we get ready to go underway with the nightcap here. And the Hawks, they'll work that ahead. Picked up now by Barnes. Barnes plays it across. And Headland cycles it to Barnes behind his own goal before turning off ice. Ringer gloves that one down for the Hawks. Charleswood plays it in behind the goal. Worked across by Headland. Barnes turns that one over to Verson. Lewis now with the Verson shot and holding on for a whistle and a stoppage in play is the goaltender, and getting the start in this one is Kirk Candy. And net for the Hawks, for the Twins there. Hawks win the attack zone draw. Look around, and that one deflected loose in front. Kerr tries to get on that one, unable to do so. Puck comes around to the near side. And with that, the Twins work it out of their own zone. Quickly ahead now. And Lucas Spencer plays that to the near side. And he'll work that one out from the corner boards, where the Hawks scoop it up. Charleswood looking ahead ice. Walking in. Franklin holds the line and couldn't get that one across in time. And now going the other way, Drew Russell ahead for Lucas Spencer. Spencer walks in. Lux puts on the brakes and shutting the door. We got a whistle at the other end of the ice. So some fresh bodies on the ice here for the Hawks. And the attack zone one now worked across. Galvinia can't get up to that one. And working down low and behind the goal. Charleswood looking to turn up ice. Stevenson now with it. He'll play it back onto the near side. And Van Alstyne trying to work that out of the zone, unable to do so, and it's offside as Jace Matthews crosses in to the attack zone. Shots 2-1 for the visiting Hawks. And Hamill wins that one back. Garry on it. He'll look to turn ice. And that pass worked into the feet. That one comes in on the far side. And Charleswood will try and work that one out. Battle for the puck. And that one comes free. And in through some traffic there is Kurlik. He couldn't do anything with it. Skirmish in the corner side boards. Twins come free as Garry. Garry. He'll play that head on the far side. Calmed down by Charleswood. Charleswood dumps it in and goes for a change. And first one on that, and a little bit of an error play there by the Twins. They'll smother up instead. Take a look here. The starting goaltender. And Candy Kerr coming into this one for the Twins. He's 2-1 on the campaign. Save percentage of .894. Goals against average of 3.52. And off the draw. Twins control to the far side. And they'll try and work that one out of their own zone, unable to do so. They'll cycle back to the near side, trying to work that to Kinnear. Broken up, and now he'll get it out of the zone. Is Grunner who will go after that, cutting in front. Battle for it on the far side. And the Twins come free behind the goal, trying to center that one in front. Unable to do so. Puck work to the far side. Twins going to pinch. And they can't hold the zone. Across now, Holmes. He'll dump that one all the way down the ice. And the play there by the netminder for the Hawks. Works to the near side. Puck cleared in by Holmes. Battle for it. And that puck rolls around behind Quo, and trying to play it up is the Charleswood. And here comes one of their league scorers here. as Elliott walks in, looks, fires, trying to go blocker side and just over the goal. Twins on the counter. That one deflected in, icing waved off. Battle for it. Trying to work that ahead for Sperber, and both of them, him and Elliott, both with 28 points on the campaign, leading ahead the Charleswood Hawks. And as we looked at the Twins goalie, look here at Inquo, the starting goaltender, 6-3 on the year for the Hawks, save percentage of .912, goals against average of 2.50. Lewis on the draw, battle for it. Russell pushes that ahead. On that, here's Charleswood. And Charleswood walks in, and that one just trickled wide of the goal. Lewis trying to work that on the doorstep. Battle for it. Sperber now. Tyson Sperber plays that back to the point. Melnick works it in behind for Lewis. Skirmish for the puck. Play to the far side by Elliott Lewis. Now Headland trying to calm it down for the Twins. Sperber with the attack now going on with the forecheck, trying to jar that free with the help of Lewis. Picked up by the Twins. Twins now ahead. Russell walks in, plays it across to the far side. Quick shot. That one rung off the iron and up and out of play. And here we'll take a look here at that scoring opportunity for the Twins. And on the drop, won by the Twins. They're trying to get the deflection in front. About forward on the near side, continues on. Pushed ahead by Charleswood. Walking in, Ethan Morrison puts on the brakes, centers in front. And some good stick work there, breaks it up. Hamill now ahead. In the last Twins game we covered, he had 2 goals, his first 2 MMJHL goals, and a win against Pembina Valley out in Morris. And as we talk about leading the Twins ahead in points, it is Matt Lazat and David Balshaw, both with 18 points. Lazat 9-9 in 17 games played, 9 goals, 9 assists, 12 goals and 6 assists for David Balshaw. Drew Russell right behind, 8 goals and 9 assists in 15 games for 17 points. And Ken Headland leading the defense with 16 points in 19 games, 6 goals and 10 assists. Battle on the near side. Calm down here by the 5 for Charleswood, who tries to work that up. Turnover, scooped up, Balshaw shot is blocked. And here's an opportunity for Charleswood, and they run out of real estate. Puck comes out of the zone. Van Alstyne on it, and he'll just dump that one in for the Hawks. Played ahead, and Garry takes the chip ahead. And that pass off the mark for Matthews. Work quickly up to James Franklin. Franklin to the far side. And now, controlling with it is the Hawks in their own zone. Skirmish for it. And there's a shot from the point by Madzinski, and it's held on for a whistle by Quo. So 14-14 to go here in the opening frame in this one. Some good look by the Twins. Shots 2-3 in favor of the visiting Charleswood Hawks. Hawks win the draw in their own zone. They'll look to turn up ice. And Ringer plays that to the far side. Puck dumped in. Turner gives chase. And the Twins first on that to the far side. Skirmish for the puck and shoes on. Calm down here by Charleswood. And that one rolled off their skate. Twins scoops it up at the line past Stevenson. Good second effort there, and Stevenson gives chase on that loose puck as he gets pressured. He'll play to the far side. Charleswood. They'll make their way through some traffic and dump that one all the way down. Kurlak pushes that in behind the goal. Just out of the reach of Turner. Stevenson now with it. And the skirmish continuing on as he tries to work that one free. And Gruner works that one to the far side. Warrenko now dumps that ahead for Kinnear. And that's into the skates with that. Charleswood walks out. Sperber joins the play. And they'll play that away from him, playing some keep away to the far side. Now back into the near side corner boards. Pearson trying to be first on that. He is. Cuts in front into the slot. And Kerr freezes up for a whistle at 12:54. So here's a look at that good break up there. And Pearson centers that across, but Kerr able to smother it up. Lewis in on the draw. And he'll win that one back. Stick battle for it. Pearson plays that down low. Sperber gives chase on the near side. Melnick scoops it up, pinching in against Spencer. On the far side, Headland turning up ice. He'll work that one. Lucas Spencer with it. Walks in. Drew Russell picks it up at the line, centers across, and the shot is blocked by the Hawks. Charleswood ahead against Barnes, 3-on-2. Sperber walks in, centers, and no one home. That gets through, and then here's the counter attack. Russell cuts ahead. Spencer shot off the backboard. Rebound is knocked home. The Twins strike first. Russell and Lucas work it in front, and it's Matt Lizotte with the tip in front. Bangs it home on the back door. We'll take a look here at the replay on the far side. So 1-0 as the Twins leading goal scorer puts that one home. Battle now for it. Hawks trying to jar that up and tie this one back up. Unable though to get it out of the zone. Held by Jace Matthews. He'll look to center as he gets knocked down. And the fair game continues on. No penalties walking in. McPherson has the puck worked away from him. Play back to the point. Van Alstyne to the far side. That pass off the mark. Jace Matthews gives chase. He gets knocked down. And Alstyne has that roll away from him. Garino on that one as he'll work it ahead. Comes back out. Van Alstyne trying to give chase on it. And picked up by Jace Matthews. Matthews out of the corner boards. And he'll try and center that to the far side. Stick battle for it. Held at the line. Twins played into the far side. Battle for it. Pushed away. And Charleswood unable to clear. Held at the point. Hamel plays it down low. Battle for it. Trying to center it in front. Charleswood scoops it up. Looking for the clear ahead. Here come the Hawks. They'll walk in. Putting on the brakes. Tangle up for it. McPherson stays on it. He'll work it across and picked off now here by the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins, who take it up Broadway. Now to the far side for Hamill. And he'll ring that one in behind the linesman all the way down behind the goal, where Charleswood tries to get the breakout pass to Briggs. Briggs calling for it. He's got an open lane. And Franklin took that as far as he could. Big hit there as Verison goes down. Briggs scoops it up. Walks in, pass across. There's a shot pad saved by Kerr. Cycling around come the Hawks in their own zone. Briggs, he'll work that one back to Franklin. Franklin trying to play that in front. Briggs now on it. And Ringer quickly rings that to the far side. There's a shot through traffic. Kerr holds on. Loose in front. And that gets past the defense and out of the zone. So all the way down is Charleswood. From behind, Quo will work their way up ice. Pass for it. Broken up. Hawks walk in. Nice toe drag shot by Briggs. And the goaltender just getting enough for his Kerr into the slot. Picked up by Kinnear. And Kinnear will head up ice. He'll dump that one all the way in. Quo now to play from behind his goal. He'll work into the corner boards. Back half of the opening frame. 1-0 for Matt Lizotte and his Twins. As Garry works that offside at 9:27. So some really good pushback here by the Hawks after finding themselves in a hole. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer before the frame ends. Fanning on that's Headland. And the Hawks push it through on the far side. And they'll blow a tire on that one. Kurlak on it. He'll work it back to the point and across from Melnick. That comes out of the zone. Melnick works it back in his own zone. Now up to Barnes will scoop that one up on the air pass to Stevenson. Stevenson off his skate, kicked ahead. Skirmish for it. Final 9 to go of the frame. And that one worked free. Gruner to the far side. Battle for it. Bronco trying to work that one free. Charleswood comes out with it. There's a shot. And that one off the mask and getting run there is Candy Kerr. Here's a look at the replay of that. And looks to be okay as he takes his mask off. And no real physicality getting in there after. As the trainer makes their way out. Pauls awaits at the gate. But Kerr is going to be good. He'll stay in this one. And off the draw. Charleswood plays that across for Melnick. And that went into some skates. Right to the slot, and that one's in. The Hawks knot it up. Nice work across. Verison finishes it off. Or, correction there, Kerlach finishes that off with the equalizer. 1-1 game. Time of the goal is 11:28. Here's a look at the replay. And there's the work across. Battle for it. Kerlach walks into that one from the slot. And the quick wrister has this one tied at 1 apiece. Charleswood dumps that one into Sperber. They'll give chase. Headland on it. He'll work that away to the near side. Spencer working against Sperber. Puck knocked out and slapped ahead by Drew Russell. But he's going to get hit with an icing. So he'll come right back to the Twin zone at 8:16. Lewis set ready to go on the draw. Awaits Drew Russell. And Russell plays that up into the netting. So we'll do it again. No change for the Twins. Shot 7-5 in this one in favor of the Hawks, who just gnawed it up. Lewis. He'll win that one back. Quick shot there by Verison. And just enough on the blockers. Kerlach. Or is Kerr there, mind you that. As Sperber works it free in his own zone. Turns that one over to Spencer. Spencer plays it back to Lazard and across. Quick shot kicked away by Quo. There's another shot by Barnes. Doesn't get through the traffic. Scooped up by Lewis. And the Hawks captain fires that one in for an icing. As Headland had the angle on that. 7:45 to go in the frame. We come back here in front of Quo. And that will be coming now here to his right. Russell in on the far draw. And he'll win that on the near side. Barnes works it down low. Russell giving chase. Trying to jar that one free for his squad. Battle with it. Comes to Barnes. Fires. And chopped in front. Quo jumps on that one. And we got a stoppage of play. So, scoring chances here heating up. Shots gnawed up at 7 apiece in this 1-1 game. Lazat and Kerlach, the goal scorers in this one. Matthews strolls in on the draw. And the battle for it continues on to get pushed into the corner boards. Twins come free. Barnes is shot through traffic, deflected wide. Comes out to the point. There's a shot by Headland that whizzes wide. And the Hawks quickly ahead, trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. As Ringer plays that to the far side. Jamming away at it. Working it through some traffic here. And the Hawks getting in on the action here on the attack zone. Twins now pick it up. And Jace Matthews plays that across. Walking in, quick shot blocked it away by Quo and out of play. Brings a stoppage here. 6:48 to go in the opening frame. And Nate Morrison in on the draw, ready to go. Before we get there, Matthews is going to come in as we work that across. Holmes plays that into the slot. Twins now got to cycle back over as the Hawks play that in as Briggs works it to Morrison, to Briggs in front, and quickly played wide. Good play there by Lamour. Matthews, he'll clear that one in out of the reach of Lamour and tagged up here by the other 8 of Charleswood. And Sean, we got to stoppage of play. So Lewis in the draw, following the icing, ready to go. Quick shot by Verson. And enough of that one there by Kerr. Battle for it. Worked ahead on the near side. Twins. They'll work that across. Good stick there on it. Ringer picks that up. And now Matthews on the turnover in the attack zone. Fires and a stick on that. Couldn't get enough on it. Matthews works it in front. And Quo jumps on the loose puck. Smothers it with his glove at 5:56. Some action in front of the Charleswood goal. But Quo holding the Twins at bay for the time being here. As the shots now jump to the Twins' favor, 9-7. Drew Russell awaiting the attack zone draw. He'll stroll in. And the pass across here. Twins have the puck bounce straight up. Hawks on it. Hawks play it to the far side. Morrison works it in. Briggs giving chase. As he'll now scoop that one off away from the Twins. Puck dumped in by Van Alstyne. Kerr leaves that, plays it to the far side. Garry on it. And Lizotte turns that over. Hawks on it. They'll circle behind the goal on the near side. Out of their reach, Twins scoop it right back up. Russell to the far side. And calmed down here by Charleswood. And that puck's cleared up and into the netting. Bring a stoppage in play here. So the Hawks win it, final quarter of the opening frame. Sperber plays that one up for Lewis. Lewis walks in on the doorstep is Charleswood. And they couldn't finish that one off. Harrison plays that in front and it's smothered up. 4:54 to go. And fresh set of 5 for the Twins before he dropped the biscuit here. Lamour in on the draw. Battle for it. And with that, here come the Twins walking in. Matthews. He'll play out to the far side. Balshaw walks into that one and couldn't get that shot to go. Hawks play it back on the far side. Cutting in front with Sperber for the tap-in. And that pass was just too far ahead. Versa turns, shoots. And Kerr makes the stop. There's a look at that. And nice little work there. And putting on the brakes, firing that one, and Kerr right on it. 4:30 on the clock. Stevenson in on the attack zone draw. He'll win that. Quick shot by Stevenson. Can't go on the short side. Stevenson looking for a win for Turner and a quick shot off the draw. But the Hawks lose that one, and the Twins now in the defensive zone as Balshaw against the corner board cycles back for Barnes on the near side before trying to look up ice. Ringer holds deflection loose in front, and Headland slaps that to the far side. Battle for it. And in this ensuing skirmish continues on. Barnes now will scoop it behind his own goal. And the Twins work that one all the way down low, walking in, and Quo with the stop. And a tangle up there with Balshaw. And it looked like Kurlik. They continue on, referee letting them play. That was both 11s. Getting in on some action. Barnes works it to the near side. Hawks first on. McPherson turns it over. He'll get it right back. Battle for it. Comes out of the zone. Matthews scoops it up. And he'll sauce that cross ice there. Dumped in by Headland, and one linesman thought it was an icing. The referee waved it off as Quo went to play it. McPherson ahead. Scooped up. Garino on that. Puts on the brakes. He gets run into the end boards. Battle for it. Continues on down low. Hawks feed to the far side. And big collision there. Referee's hand comes up. It's going to be a knee. And we got our first power play. Nope, it's a trip. But instead of showing that replay here, we'll look at that stop there that Quo made on the breakaway. What a play there to keep this one a 1-1 tie. So off the draw, Twins power play gets going. Who definitely needed some help on the campaign with it. 14.9%. They're 8th in the league. As Headland plays that across. He'll get it right back. Headland cycles around on the doorstep. Shot the right, score! And that didn't take long on the man advantage. And the Twins regain their lead in this one. Headland with the goal on the setup. And no, Ozot with his second. He got the tip in. Here's a look at the replay. Nice quick shot there. And Lazat takes that across ice and pads that one in. Quo didn't have a chance there, as he really had to stretch out to try and make that one. Barnes turns it over. Hawks trying to get an equalizer right off the dot. And that one smothered up by Kerr. Here's a look at Charleswood out of the gates. Look at that. Quick work after falling themselves back in a hole. So one shot on the man advantage. And that's all they needed to make use of it. That one off the stick and worked ahead now here by the Twins. Russell, he'll play that one up. We got 2:05 to go here in the opening frame. Good back and forth game. Twins score first, and the Hawks always finding a way to answer. See if they do here with the Twins trying to make it a 2-goal lead. As Lazat with 2 turns that one over to the other 19 on the ice, and Lewis. Barbanco now holds that shot off a couple sticks. Lazat fires that one, and oh, it was right at the doorstep for the Twins. They couldn't cash in. And we got a hand pass with 91 ticks to go in the frame. And it's gonna come into the Hawk zone. Nope. There's a discussion. Yes, it is. The linesman thought it should. The referee decided otherwise. He gets final say. So it stays out. Stick battle for it. Charleswood on it. Circling around. Looking for the equalizer again. Kerr makes the stop. Morrison with it. He'll feed that one back. Branco plays the hit. And with that, Charleswood trying to give chase on that loose puck. Franklin works it to Briggs. Briggs backhander. Smothers. Couple shots there on Kerr. Loose puck. Jarred across ice. And still with it as the Hawks just couldn't connect there. Melnick's shot is blocked. Final minute here of the first. Walking in. Bruner plays that across. And the stick battle for it. Melnick dumps it in. Medlinski plays that across. And the Hawks on it. into the slot, they score, and Charleswood nods it up with 34.9 seconds on the clock. Here in the frame, it's Briggs finding the back of the goal, and he nods it up for his team from Morrison. And there's a look as Morrison works that, and Briggs just fires her home past Kennedy. We got a 2-2 game here with 35 to go. Barnes across. Exciting, even goal scoring period, along with some tremendous saves by the goaltenders. Charleswood now finding themselves with some pressure on the counter here by the Twins, trying to retake the lead before the horn. They got 10 seconds to do so. Van Alstyne clears that one out. And one last rush here. Ringer on that headline plays it, and we'll have the horn. 2-2 after one in this one. Twins power play, 1-for-1, only power play of the period for both teams. Final shots for the opening 2013 in favor of the Hawks, 12 for the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins. And with that, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we head for break, and some scoring recap in this one. And we'll head here to the scoring recap from our opening frame. Started off in the Twins' favor. Matt Lizotte, his 10th from Lucas Spencer, and Drew Russell at 7:44 at 11:28. Jay Kurlak tied it up with his 4th from Braden Stevenson and Ridley Melnick at 17:30. The power play, Matt Lizotte from Luca Barunco and Caden Headland. And then at 19:24, Kalen Briggs with his 10th from Nate Morrison and James Franklin to nod it back up at 2 apiece following the opening 20. Colin Krestonowicz with the trip at 17:09, which ended up in the lone power play goal in this one. Out-of-town scoreboard. Quick look at that. Transcona Railway Express with a 4-1 win at home against the Stonewall Jets to stay in first place. And as we go over this, we'll bring up the standings. So Transcona stays at the top with 10 wins. Pembina Valley, after getting a win the other night, they drop out in Seven Oaks 5-1. Logan Ash with 2 goals. Lorenko, Henry, and Fishek. Van Robies with the lone goal for the Twins. Goal scorers for the Jets. Garshinsky, Kachin had 2 for the Railway Express. Johnson and Kabulak each with 1 of their own. Meanwhile, St. James had a good battle against the Reals, who were trying to stay in the hunt there with the Railway Express for first place. And that one went all the way out to a shootout where Reeve Sukut had the game winner in that. 6-5 for the Reals. Buffalo, Arnerton, Robertson, Ward, Wasaba. The goal scorers for the Canucks in the losing effort: Brzezinski, Magner, Reyes, and Davis. The other 5 scorers in regulation for the Reals. And we have a final as the Knights win 7-4 over the Victorias. So Free with 2, Gordsky and Saxberg, the goal scorers for the Vics. Meanwhile, Wilshin with a handful, as well as Bazimwin, Reynolds, Hasman, Hurok, and Maslow, the goal scorers for the Royal Knights. So the Royal Knights there get another 2 points. So that brings them 1 behind the Hawks as they string together their second win. So they try and close in a little bit closer on third place. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brant, and we'll see you all following opening intermission here from Century. We got a 2-2 game. And welcome back as we get ready to go here for period number 2 in between the Hawks and Twins in what's looking to be a good game here in this one. 2-2 following the opening 20 minutes of play, shots 13-12 in favor of the visiting Hawks, who tied this one up with 34.9 seconds off the stick of Kalen Briggs for his 10th. Matt Lizotte with 2 goals on the Twin side of things. Jake Kurlak opened the Hawks scoring, and that is where we sit here. As both centermen await the circle and the drop of the biscuit in between Russell, and that one won back by Lewis. Quickly worked ahead. Lizotte gives chase, and Charleswood on that. They'll play to the far side. Sperber catches up to it. He'll dump that one in. And the lone penalty or a special teams summary from the opening frame as the referee takes a spill behind the play was Russell and his squad as a quick shot there in and held on for a stoppage in play with the lone goal from Matt Lizotte on the only power play. Melnick with the assist as he comes on with Tate Dolinsky. Russell on the draw. Hawks control that one back in behind their own goal. They'll work that one all the way around. Twins hold at the point. Shot goes wide of Quo. Battle on the near side. Viggerson now with it. And Viggerson works that out of the zone. Headland dumps it right back in. Twins tag and attack as Dolinsky works that to the far side. Hawks looking to turn up ice, and they're going to send that one all the way in. Headland gives chase, and that's going to be an icing as Headland and Garry beat out Viggerson to that loose puck. 18:56 on the clock, shots 13 apiece. Matthews on the draw, and he'll win that one against Lewis. Battle on the far side. Viggerson ahead, Garry on it. He'll feed cross ice. Waiting for the first one to be home. And that one scooped up. Sperber ahead. Tyson Sperber goes through traffic, and the Twins come free with it. Lewis working the one Twins player there off the puck as Balshaw gives chase behind Quo, trying to work that one free. Sperber ahead on the far side. He'll work it to Lewis. Quickly across, James Franklin giving chase as he gets watched by Drew Russell. Battle for the loose puck. And that one just worked wide. It's picked up now here by David Balshaw. Balshaw walks in as the puck worked off his stick there by Van Alstyne. And the skirmish for it. Twins feed that in the slot just past Quo. Battle for it. And that puck rolled all the way down the ice. Holmes takes that from his goaltender and Candy. Ahead on the near side. Working it free to the far side. And that quick shot is held on for a stoppage in play there. Off the draw. Walking into that one, and it doesn't go. Here comes Charleswood, trying to get the feet across, and unable to do so. Puck worked across. Burko gets hit hard. The cross jack into the boards. He gets up right away. But the referee's hand quickly up. It's another power play. And a dangerous hit there for Briggs. That Briggs played there. And there's a little bit of a talk here. They're going to kick him out. And no surprise, that was a dangerous hit. So it'll be a 2 and a 10, and that will end Briggs' night. The penalty kill, though, super hot for the Hawks. Second in the league, 90.2%. So Briggs, with one goal, will have an early exit. And in to serve the penalty for them is Sadowski. And now they do indeed change it to a 5. Twins power play, 14.9%. They've connected once already here tonight. As they'll work that one across for Balshaw. Now back at the point. So 5 for the check behind to go with the game misconduct as the battle for it. Puck works its way out of the zone. Big opportunity here for David Balshaw and his crew to reestablish the lead and try and get more than one here. Battle for it, Dowinski with the help of his teammate. Worked that one all the way down the ice. This is Nate Morrison who goes for a change. Fresh penalty killers on the ice. Twins working up the far side. Lizotte looking for the hat trick. He'll play it back. And Matt Lizotte. He'll cycle it around. Back to Dave Balshaw. Balshaw. He'll feed. Down low, cutting in front and cycling around is Luka Burenko. He'll work that to Kid and Headland. Headland to Burenko. Back. Now Headland. He'll cycle around, playing it to the far side. David Balshaw now with it. He'll play that one along. Spin pass to the far side for Burenko. Back now. Headland's shot. Rebound lay in front. Burenko on that one as he hits the ice. Headland unable to hold as that gets worked away from him. And Matt Lizotte now with the puck on his stick. He'll leave that one back for Headland. Some miscue there. Good rush by Headland though. And with that, David Balshaw can take it up into the attack zone. He'll walk in behind Quo. Balshaw still with it. He's looking for an open man and trying to get a feed on that. Garino gets his stick on it. And Ringer trying to clear Garino. Feed to Kurlak. And he can't scoop that one up. Barnes gets his stick on that. Kurlak calling for a change. And he will indeed get one. We got 3:05 to go here on the Twins man advantage as they calm it down and wait for their change to completely take set as Burenko steps off the ice. And ahead on the near side. Twins, they'll work it up ice. And looking for the feed in behind the net. Hit, jars it free. Gruner on that. Gruner cuts in front out the doorstep was Kinnear. And the Hawks clear that all the way down the ice. Barnes accepts that one. And now picked off by the Hawks. Skirmish for it. Hawks play that one back and away. And look to clear that into the zone. They will. All the way down. Kerr leaves that one. And ahead comes Barnes. Barnes puts it up Broadway. Now he'll cut to the far side. 2:18 to go on the man advantage. Good row blockade set up here by the Hawks. As the Hawks continue to kill more time off the man advantage. And with the battle for it, Hawks now step in defensive pressure, and with that, it'll be Matthews working it to the near side. Matthews, he'll cycle around. Calm down. Spencer plays that across. They got 105 seconds of man advantage on the doorstep. Can't feed Spencer, and Matthews now gets that to Spencer. Spencer across to the far side, walking into that one. Quo makes a stop. And we'll have a whistle, 95 seconds on the man advantage. But some good penalty killers out there here for the Hawks doing their job. As Ringer comes out with Van Alstyne, Morrison, Franklin. That one won. Russell plays that across. And Burenko works that to Headland. Headland gives chase. And that pinch worked free by by Franklin. Franklin walking in short head, feeds Morrison. Oh, and that one just getting enough of that is Kerr. So James Franklin almost fed Nate Morrison for the go-ahead short-handed goal. As here's another look by the Hawks as Ringer works it down low. They got 66 to go on the man advantage for the Twins. And some better looks almost by the Hawks there in the back half of the man advantage. As Lizotte with it down low. He looks for a feed across. As Russell gets brought down in the crease. Matt Lizotte back to the point for Caden Headland. Headland across. Quick shot there by Balshaw. He'll get it right back off the block. Blows puck Hawks with numbers. They got to go. So great back check there by Russell, but unable to tag in time was Burnko. 3:33 or 33 to go in the man advantage. As the linesman gets in front of Morrison there as he goes off. 13:02 left in the frame. And the Twins trying to make use here of the dying seconds of the 5-minute major. Ballshot plays that to the far side. And that puck dumped all the way in past Quo. Ballshot feeds across. Headland works that to some open space for Drew Russell. Russell down low, gets it back now all the way to Headland. Headland to Russell via Lazat. 7 seconds to go on the man advantage. Twins work it across. Battle for it. Even strength now. There's the feed into the slot. And here's a look as the Hawks take this one ahead. Walking in at the doorstep. And that one's shut down by Kerr. Battle for the puck on the far side. Pass across. Kerr gets the blocker down on that. 8 gone here in the second. 2-2 game. Lewis's shot is deflected and into the netting at 11:56. Shot 17-16 in favor of the visiting Twins, who just killed off a 5-minute major. So Stevenson with the assist, he'll skate in the circle, and he'll wait. It will be Lemur in. Battle for the puck. And that one, Garry works the up ice. And that cleared down. Hawks get on that, and they look to play that up, except that's picked off swiftly now here by the Twins as they'll work it on the near side. Battle for it. Lemur in on it. Now Matthews works away at it. Skirmish for it. And Charleswood scoops up the loose puck. Knocked down there off of Spencer to Lemur. Here he gets knocked off the puck. Spencer on it. Worked away by Charleswood. Skirmish for it. And good work there by Lucas Spencer trying to keep it free. It's going to come to the corner boards. And the battle for it at the line. Twins able to hold. Now worked out. Second effort. Twins got a tag. And they do straddle the line in time. Lazat clears that one up. Fired right back in by Charleswood. Walensky on that. He looks to go up ice. Hamill. He'll take it on the far side. Puck turned over. Here comes Charleswood on the far side. Turner. And Turner run into the end boards and pressured there. Unable to do anything with it. Good defensive work there. Set by Garry and his squad now trying to turn up ice. And the Twins walk in with numbers. Centering on the doorstep for Lemur. And that one is blown dead by the referee off the iron. And the net might have came a little bit ajar. Here's a look at the shorthanded opportunity for the Hawks on that 5-minute major. And Kennedy Kerr making the stop. Here comes the draw from the left of Quo. Battle for it. In behind the goal. Worked ahead and out of the zone. Hawks continue on with some pressure here. And they'll scoop up the turnover in behind the goal. Pushed out there. Sadowski got in on it. And Sadowski now down low. He'll work it to the point. There's a shot friendly fire. Hit their own Hawks skater. And that's an interference call. And no, that goes uncalled. We continue on. Hamill trying to scoop that up, going for the long pass. There's the Hawks. And Ringer dodges a hit there. Battle for it. And Shaw comes free. Shaw feeds to the far side. Off a stick. And with that loose wool puck still is now trying to calm it down, and the Hawks stay with it. They'll walk in, dodging a hit. Firing, trying to go glove side. That was just a couple inches too high. Held at the point, worked in behind the goaltenders. And the battle in the corner boards there. Trying to work that free. Comes all the way down, a hand up for icing. waved off by the Winds. Battle for it. Centered in front, Hawks shut that down. I think Quo got a part of that there. We'll see, or else the Twins just straight up missed a golden opportunity as they dump that in. Under 9 to go. Battle behind Quo. Picked up by Headland. Toe drag. Headland walks in. Stick battle. Pad down on that. Some good scoring opportunities here for the Twins. Quo, though, with the answers. Puck dumped all the way in behind Holmes. As he'll scoop that one up. Now he's knocked off the puck. Charleswood switches to the attack. Trying to feed Sperber in front. Now they'll stay with the brakes put on. Circling around. Kurlak walks in. And holding on for a whistle is Kerr. So a good opportunity there on the feed from Delinsky. Gets held on for a whistle. Here's a look at the replay of the feed in front, and Quo just getting enough to push that wide. 8:18 to go here in the center frame of this 2-2 game. Holmes with it. And long stretch pass picked off by Tate Delinsky. He'll play that ahead into the attack zone. Headland watching. Shot goes wide. Verson giving chase on that. And he'll be out there across. And Ringer trying to work that out. Foul for it. Sperber now on it. Walking in. Great opportunity. Hawks circle around behind the net. Play right in front. Delinsky goes to walk in, and it's just nudged away from him by Lucas Spencer. Spencer ahead on the near side. He'll give chase. Melnick works it away. Lizotte picks it up, looking for the hat trick. He'll center that in front. And Lizotte now gets it back as the Twins calm it down. Walking in is Garry. Loose in front. Jarred free as Malinsky battles that out. Now Drew Russell on it. And he'll center that. Hawks on it. Battle for the puck. And Charleswood just dumps that all the way in on Kerr. He'll play that with the pad to the corner boards. And with that, the Twins look up ice. They'll dump it in. Charleswood on the loose puck. Calming it down, looking for the setup. That pass there is picked off. Matthews on it. And Jace Matthews plays that head on the far side. Sadowski rubbed out there by Spencer going for a line change. Garry works that down low. Modlinski trying to center it. And the pad down. No opportunity there as the door gets slammed shut. Battle on the near side. Garry trying to jar that one free from Sadowski. Battle for it. And that one pushed wide. Picked up. And Lamar fires that one wide. On the near side. Big hit there. As Sadowski goes into the end boards. With that, ahead on the near side. Belshaw walks in there. Belshaw gets rubbed out on the hit. Lemur trying to jar that one free. And gloved ahead, played by the Hawks. So we continue on here. Good action. 6:06 to go here. Long time in between whistles. As Barnes, and he's going to draw a penalty. It's a slashing call. Power play number 3 of the night. Coming for the Twins. They got the extra attacker out there. Now they got to be dangerous in front of that net there at the south side. We've seen a goal on that net once, and McPherson goes to the sin bin. 2 minutes for a slash. Here's a look at the replay. And as they cut up ice here, you'll see McPherson reach over and right there clips the Twins player. Power play number 3. They struck on their opening attempt, but were unable to score on the last 5-minute major that they had. Battle for it. And it's cleared out. Calmed down here by the captain and Belshaw. He'll dump that in. And Quo had to be careful there. We talked about own goals in this building. And that one was close to being the second one we've had here. As Matt Lizotte walks in. He'll take that all the way behind the goal. And Lizotte works it down low. There's the opportunity at the doorstep. Lizotte scores. And There's the hat trick for the Twins. Matt Lizotte, the second power play goal, third of the day. And no hats to be thrown on the ice. He'll probably want to save that puck here. Indeed, they will. They'll change out the pucks. And they'll get some tape and write that one on there with the date. Here's a look at the replay there as Matt Lizotte knocks home the hat trick, second power play goal of the night for him. As he has all three of them for the Twins. Twins back in the lead. Center in front. So Barranco and Headland on the power play assist as Matt Lizotte, his third of the game. And we got under 5 to go here in the frame. Twins regaining the lead again. And we'll see if the Hawks can follow with another answer. They've had so twice tonight. See if they can do it a third. And the battle for it, Barranco doing a good job there, holding the zone as it now rolls away from him. Headline plays it ahead and off a couple sticks. Barranco on it, he'll work it across. Kinnear to the far side. Quick shot deflected just wide as the Twins got the pressure going here as they now have the lead. Shots knotted up at 19 apiece, battle for it. And the Hawks calm it down. And that long stretch pass is going to be an icing, bring a stoppage of play. And we'll see, it might be a neutral zone faceoff. And it is a neutral zone faceoff indeed. Much to the dismay of the Twins bench. So off the draw. Battle for big hit there that Garry takes and Quo smothers up at 356. Russell wins the draw back. Lizotte turns, fires, looking for goal number 4. And he won't get it there. Lizotte dumps that into the zone. Shaw plays it to the far side. Hawks trying to make a comeback here, taking on the second hottest team in the Twins, rolling on a 3-game win streak. And the Hawks trying to get back in the win column after dropping their last 2. Battle for it. Dowinski. He'll work that ahead for Stevenson. Kurlak on it. He'll work that one all the way around the goal. Into the corner boards. Battle for it. Big hit. Loose puck. And that one cleared out. And here's the work by Lizotte trying to split the D, unable to do so. Scooped up, and oh, that looked like he got his skate down in time. I think that was onside there. Good work there by Spencer with those. We'll take a look at the replay there. That was oh so close. I mean, he still has technical control. Both skates were over. So I'll go with that as we go back here to live action. That's an icing at 2:47. So we'll go back here in front of Kerr. Near side draw. As Nate Morrison awaits his opponent in Lemur. And a little bit of a tangle there off the draw as that's played to the far side for the Twins. Off a stick to Dave Balshaw. Balshaw now on it. Balshaw walks in. He'll look around. And that puck worked wide into the slot. Hawks jar that ahead. And on the far side, Franklin knocked off the puck. There's a shot deflected just high into the netting. Bring us a stoppage of play at 2:20. on the draw on the far side. Bouncing puck. Hawks pick that one up with Sperber. And now scooped up by the Twins, walking in. Lemur trying to center, and a good defensive play there by Ringer to break that up. Foul for it. Lewis comes free. He'll put on the brakes. Feed across. And Verson just couldn't get his stick on that. Work back to the point. Feed across for Ringer. His shot kicked out into the corner boards. 1:45. As Shaw feeds it across. Lemur centers, and Quo getting his stick on that. Sperber picks it up. The Verson. Sperber on the far side. He gets watched by Barnes. And with that, the Twins to go up ice. Puck calmed down. Kurlock ahead. And his squad had to tag. So with that, a break here for the Twins, and they're going to use that to ice it, and not exactly what you want to do in a location like that. 70 seconds to go here, though, in the frame. Matt Lizotte with his hat trick, the only goal to report on the man advantage. As the Twins power play, the story of the night, 2 for 2 on the 2-minute minors, but 0 for the only 5-minute major. And the skirmish continuing down low as we hit the final minute of the second frame. Ahead comes Ballshaw. Ballshaw centers off some lumber. And Jace Matthews works that across. Skirmish continues behind Quo. Trying to jar free. 40 seconds to go in the frame. Looking for the feed up ice on the near side. Kurlock now with it. He'll take that ahead. Centers. And that one just wide for Tate Dolinski. Dolinski on it. He'll work that back to Kurlock. Kurlock looking for his second point of the evening. Battle behind the goal. Twins going to be on it. They got 19 seconds to go. Battle for it's going to come out to Ringer as he awaits it. Skirmish continues down low. Now centered in front. Hawks want a hook there. Looked like they got hooked. Hard to see from that angle as the Twins work that out. And battle for it there. In the end, we got a horde. And linesmen will break them up. No more action to follow. We played a total of 40 here. Shots in the frame. For the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins, 8. For the Charleswood Hawks, 7. Both teams with a 40-minute total of 20. And we'll take a quick look here. Go over the scoring summary and a handful of penalties to report. As Matt Lizotte getting the hat trick on the man advantage from Kitten Headland and Luka Barenko at 14:56. The lone goal, the penalties, Caitlin Briggs from the check from behind at 2:31 with the game misconduct. Jaden McPherson with the slash at 14:12, which turned into the Charleswood third, or to the Twins' third goal, Matt Lizotte's third. And that is the difference maker in that. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, bringing you today's MJHL hockey game. It's 3-2 in favor of the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins. Following 40 minutes, shots evened up at 20-20. And we'll see you all for the next 20 minutes and possibly more as we head to the final period of regulation. We'll see you on the other side of this short break. And welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Billy Brandt. We get ready to go here for the third period from Century Arena in this final 20 of regulation. Should be exciting here. We got a 3-2 game. Matt Lizotte with all three for the Twins. His latest one, Kitten Headland and Luca Barunco picking up the assist on it. It was a power play goal. Power play has been 2 for 3 on the night, and that one miss was the 5-minute major to Briggs. Briggs himself, he had the equalizer late in this one to make it 2-2 in the opening frame. With that, we got Elliott now here, Lewis in on the draw, awaiting his opponent, and Drew Russell, and we'll be underway. Shots not up at 20-20 with 22 minutes to go, and it starts off with a quick shot in on the wrister, held on for a whistle by Quo. And off the draw, Hawks, they'll scoop that one up behind their own goal. Sauce pass, glove down here, and the Twins trying to set it up. Spencer trying to feed that across. He's in some trouble, works it down to Barnes. Barnes to Drew Russell in front. Spencer lays a nice hit, and that jars the puck free along to the far side, but Lewis is going to pick it up, and he's got an opportunity. Couldn't take the puck with him. Has it lifted off his stick, and off that little blockade, Matt Lizotte calms it down. He'll play it to the far side, dumped in. Ringer on that, and he'll look to go up ice. Nudged off the puck. And Lewis again, catching a little bit of an edge there as he goes for a change. Quo plays that one along. Big hit lined up there was Russell. He missed the mark. And Ringer walks in with two. Looking across, trying to get the feed. And on the backhand for Franklin is gloved up right on the doorstep by Kerr. Good place there to put that one, trying to tie this game up. But the stoppage made there and turning around, getting the glove down was Candy Kerr. 70 seconds gone here in the third. Looking for a quick shot, and that one blocked up there, clogging the lanes in the slot as the Twins, as Matthews works that down low. Battle for it, and the Twins, they get tied up, took a trip, and yes, they do. The far referee put his hand in there. It's the first Hawks power play here of the game, and a good place for it as they need to try and tie this one up. Hawks power play second in the league, 22.8%. Penalty kill, been struggling a little bit on the Twin side of things, 78.3%. So a good opportunity here to make this an even game again. As that one went back to Ringer. Ringer tries to set up. It's Balshaw charged with the interference. And the wraparound on the doorstep. Kerr was way out, but the Hawks couldn't feed the back door and knock it in. There's a shot, and that one rings up into the netting. Here's a look. There's the wraparound attempt for the end of it. Work back to the point, and that shot just deflected up into the netting. So, we get ready to go here again. Puck dropped in. Here we go on the near side. Ringer trying to get his power play going. And the Hawks clear it all the way down the ice. Or the Twins clear it all the way down the ice. The Hawks go to scoop that one up as they look to turn off ice. On the near side, walking in's Lewis. They stay on side with three. Babenko trying to work that one free on the near side. Skirmish for it. And played ahead here. Garry with the feed to Kinnear. Kinnear walks in. Plays it on the near side. Works his way through about a couple of Hawks there. Trying to battle it there. Good with Verson. Verson plays that one back. And his defense will work it ahead here in the back half of the opening man advantage for his squad. Balfour comes in at the line. Babenko goes out. He'll circle around. Battle for it. Krylak comes free, and he gets shut down. What a play there by Babenko. Krylak looking for a second off the glove, loose in front, and Kerr smothers up. 35 seconds on the man advantage, 17:07 on the clock. So Nate Morrison on the draw, ready to go here for the Charleswood Hawks. And the referee taking some debris up off the ice. We get ready to go. Off the draw, Van Elstein with it. He'll circle around, looks, waits, cycles back to Stevenson. Stevenson fires, trying to get a deflection, it's in! The power play nods it up again for the Hawks. So the Hawks tied up this time on the man advantage, and the deflection in front going to Nate Morrison on the shot from Stevenson. Here's a look at the replay. And there's Morrison feeding that one across around, and there's a deflection in front and his reaction. So both teams making use of the special teams. And here comes Russell walking in with the feed and worked away past Quo. And Quo gets in a tangle up there with, and we'll take a look at the replay of that as Quo somehow got in a tangle up right there with a little bit hard to see the other end of the ice. But he's up, ready to go. That was with Lucas Spencer. And before we go, we got a new guy in the draw. As Sperber comes in, he wins that back. His team trailing the whole game has always come back 3 times in a row. They got 3-on-2. Walking in, Kerr kicks that one away. In a game reminiscent here of their first meeting, which was a 4-3 overtime game that went the Hawks' way, and Sperber trying to do so with his squad and make sure that that happens again here, while the Twins are looking to take the lead for the 4th time tonight. But some good work here on the counter, and the net pops off the moorings as Kerr jumps on that. 16:04 to go. And off the stick of Nate Morrison, we got this one all tied up. His second point of the game goes with his opening assist. Nice little compliment there. As Gruner skates in, ready to go on the draw against Stevenson. Stevenson wins that across, and that comes out of the zone. Barranco on the loose puck as the Hawks dump that one in. Barbanco, he'll work that ahead. Holmes now on it. Holmes trying to turn up ice. He'll cut back to the near side on the forehand. Hawks pickpocket him. Battle for it continues on. And the ensuing skirmish trying to jar it free. Calm down. Worked back here for Tate Dolinsky. Skirmish for it. Kinnear battling away with it. Gruner getting in on that. Good work there by Stevenson at the center of that battle. And Holmes works it across for Barranco, who clears it into the zone. Twins with numbers. Patted into the corner boards by Quo. Big hit. Jars the puck across ice. Gruner on that. And calm down here. Kurlak works it quickly ahead. Turner walks in. Looks. Fires. And that went off the side of the glove. Battle for it now continues on. Hawks circle around. Feed it back to a point. Shot through traffic. Deflected just wide. Collision there knocks the goaltender down. And no goaltender interference as the Twins player pushed the Hawks player into Kerr. And signaled right away by the referee. So the Hawks fire that one around for Ringer, and they look to go up ice. Charleswood on the far side. Verson worked away from the puck. Holmes on it. His squad again looking to take the lead for the 4th time tonight in front of their home ice here, Avenge and their crowd. Cycling around, Balshaw works that to Barranco. Barranco on it. He battles for it. Balshaw. And the stick out. Verson comes free. He's got Sperber. Sperber streaking down, trying to get the doorstep Shut down by Kerr, and he holds on, and Viggerson goes hard into the end boards. And there's a look at that. He gets up a little bit slow after, has a little bit of a chat there with Medlinski. And there's a shot at the replay. 13:56 to go here in the frame. 3-3 in the third. Couldn't ask for a better hockey game than this. On the near side, Matthews, some nice little stick handle, gets himself out of trouble as Van Alstyne though scoops up the puck in his own zone. And ahead, cutting across, Sadowski walks in, and he'll play that one right in front of the goal. Modlinski ahead, and with that, the Twins quickly ahead as Matthews plays that to the far side, cutting. Lemore battling through traffic, and the Hawks jar out free. Sadowski, Morrison. Oh no, he does not. I thought he got. Well, look at the replay. If he got the toe drag in time to stay on side, and oh, that was close. So shots 5-0 in favor of the Hawks as they have knotted this one even again, and we still await the first Twins shot of the frame, although they've had some pressure on Quo. As Lizotte trying to work that one free. He's had a great game in this one. Melnick, his shot, and that gets deflected. It's in the goal. The Hawks have the lead. Morrison scores. And just like that, for the first time tonight, the Charleswood Hawks are on top. And that's the second of Morrison of the frame. Nate Morrison, 3-point night for him. Assist, and now 2 goals in the third. Here's a look at the replay. Melnick feeds that across, and Morrison gets it. Couldn't see the guy in front who got the secondary assist. We'll get for that as soon as we can. But it is 4-3 as the Hawks flip this game over. And now the Twins' 3-game win streak hangs in the balance. So Melnick and Sadowski pick up the assists. Battle for it. Net comes off the moorings. We got stoppage of play here. 12:31. And they're saying it's off Black, and they're going to bring the draw out of the zone. And off the draw. Pushed around. And that one comes out. Puck worked in. Battle for it. Down low. And working away with that into the feet. Calmed down by Charleswood. In behind the goal. Now Spencer picks that one off, and that's an air pass across. As we near the back half here of this period, puck cleared in and rung out of play as that slides over the low glass. 11:49 on the clock. And off the draw. Babenko on it. His squad trying to get back in there. There's an air pass to Holmes. Turner gives chase, and the puck cleared up into the netting at 11:38. Battle for it, Babenko now. He'll play that ahead. Out to Matthews off a couple sticks. Calm down here by the Twins. Twins feed that up ice. Puck cleared all the way in. Twins feeding on the backhand. Walking in backhander, blocked away by Quo. Nice stop there by him. Holmes feeds that across. Marbanko down low. Battle for it. Hawks on it. Charleswood chips ahead. Turner trying to scoop that one up. Makes a play workable for Kurlik. He gets tangled up with Belshaw. And that one worked away. No high sticking. As Holmes plays that in deep. Sauce pass quickly ahead. Turner scoops it up. Turner walks in. Verson falls. And the flash of the leather from Kurlak brings a whistle with 10:32 to go here in the frame. And off the drop. Puck played to the far side. Sperber trying to get to it, and that's nudged out of the zone. Worked ahead. Sperber stays onside. And big collision there, and that one, again, getting down to make the stop is Kirk. Puck played now in. And Lewis, he's got Sperber. The feed as Kerr slides across. Sperber just didn't have a long enough stick to get the deflection to tap that home back door for the insurance goal. Back half of the period. Spencer walks in, fires. Lazat just couldn't get it on the doorstep. Looking for his fourth, trying to tie this one back up. And out of the skirmish, the puck worked ahead by Vigorson. And that one gets cleared all the way down. It's an icing. And off the draw. Puck worked on the near side by Kinnear. He'll put all the way out. Van Alstyne on it. He'll get it right back. And he'll dump that one in. Stick battle for it. Twins work that one out. Franklin plays it in. In behind Kerr. Big hit there. Taking him with that. Walking ahead. Borenko plays that to the far side. Stick battle for it. Ensues on. As they look around for the feed. Loose puck. That one works out of the zone. Walking in, gloving that down. As Franklin steals it from him. As that one's worked to the point. Big collision there. As Borenko tries to play that one free. He does so for Barnes. Barnes ahead. Kinnear on it. He'll sauce that across. Borenko puts on the brakes. Ringer scoops that one, or now to Ringer as he'll work that one out all the way down via Garino. Sperber on it. And he'll just try and kill some time here. His team looking for an insurance goal. No one has had a 2-goal lead in this one. Matthews trying to draw that free. And that shot there by Sperber goes to the far side. Hawks pick that one up. Garino. And they'll cycle that one all the way back as Garino. He tries to glove that, unable to do so. Icing is waved off. Shaw on it. chased by Matthews. Calmed down here by the Hawks in their own zone. They work to turn it out, and Ringer can't quite get it there. Headland holds for Matthews. Quick shot by Ballshaw's deflected inside. And Ballshaw ties the game. There's a look at the replay. And David Ballshaw has this one tied at 4 apiece at 6:48 for the third goal of the frame. So dangerously in front, Headland picks up his third assist. And Matthews gets his first point of the night. Off the draw. That was also the first shot of the period on goal for the Twins. As the battle for it. Hawks come free. They got 2-on-2. Turner walks in. Looks. Puts on the brakes, and that just goes wide. Shots this period are 9-1 in favor of the Hawks. As Turner gets knocked down behind the goal. With that, puck played ahead. Matthews to the far side. And Tate Dolinski on that. He'll circle back. He gets knocked down. Turner collides with the referee as the referee takes his second spill of the game. As he has some talk back and forth with looked like with Turner there going at it. Not something you see every day, and I don't think he was mad about the call behind the goal. Battle in behind Quo, and that puck picked off. Russell fires, and Quo holds on. It was loose, but he'll keep it out of the goal for the time being. Oh my goodness, did that one just almost open up for the Twins right there? There's a look at the replay. As Russell just comes right into it. With that, Sperber. He'll dodge that walk in. And Kerr quickly forks it away from him. And that play is played up and out of play. 5:05 to go in regulation. 4-4 game. David Ballshaw, the captain, tying things up here for his Twins. And a late change isn't going to go for Babenko. And now the referee getting into it here at the Twins bench. So it is Barbenko. No. And now the referee says it's not. And now the referee tells Barbenko to go out there anyway. So some confusion there. As the Twins trying to make use of the last change. Getting the home advantage with that. Ringer plays it across. And that one worked across. Picked up at the line by Lewis. And he isn't worked away from him by Russell. Russell pushes it ahead. He'll work that across. And Twins feed that into the slot. Backhand. Loose in front. Just worked wide past Quo. Battle on the near side. And Sperber comes free. Held off the score sheet so far as that one's forked away from him. He'll work that back to the point. And Verson on that. He'll work it back to Ringer. Ringer fires that one in. Morrison, first one on. 3-point night for him. And a handful of guys with 3-point nights tonight. Him and Lizotte with some of the most important ones as he has 2 goals. Lizotte with 3. Sadowski out there getting ready here for the draw. He's got assist in today's game. Gruner in on the draw here for the Twins. And that will be short-lived as Kinnear takes his position. And he'll have that one went back against him via Nate Morrison, whose his squad walks it in. And Sadowski trying to feed Morrison for the second time tonight via Melnick. Melnick has it worked away from him by Kinnear. Kinnear walks in, feed across at the doorstep. And he couldn't get it to go. On the far side, Melnick works it to Sadowski. Turnover, shot in on goal, and slamming the door shut is Quo. Battle continues behind the Hawks' net. Charleswood works it free on the near side. Franklin puts on the brakes, cuts in front. And Verson hit the ice. Some physicality amping up here in between both squads. 3:13 to go in regulation. Ringer from behind his own goal. Who's going to be the hero in this one? Barnes. Ahead to Balshaw. He walks in, feeds it into the slot off a couple sticks. Van Alstyne on it. And that one calmed down. Gets played into the zone. 2:35 to go on the clock. Van Alstyne pushed it to the far side. He'll dump it in. And Barnes trying to be first on that. Verson, they'll beat him out. And the stick battle. Quick shot there by Garrido. Loose in front. Kerr jumps on it. 2:21 to go here in the frame. Shots in the period. 10-4 in favor of the Hawks. So we got a near side draw coming your way here as Kerr is set ready to go. Stevenson on the draw, and he'll be taking on Drew Russell, who gets waived immediately. Now, and can't see that number there for the Twins in to take that. It's one back. That was Lazat who strolled in. Played across. And that one worked out. Walking in. Here we go. Lazat works around. Trying to get the feed. Loose. In behind. Kerwick walks in. Back and forward. Knocks it home. Oh no. Somehow that stayed out. As Kerr went down, Kerwick in behind the goal. We're back to Melnick. He started the scoring for his squad. Tried to end it right there. Would have been a perfect textbook finish here for Charleswood. But Kerr with the answer. That one rubbed against the iron. And now worked out play with 96 seconds to go in regulation. Here's a look at the replay as Kerwick walks in on the breakaway. And I don't know if he missed the net there. It looks like Kerr got just enough of it. So we have seen Kerr and Quo both shut down the breakaway opportunities tonight here. 1:35 to go in regulation. 4-4 game. Mistake here would be costly for either team. Battle for it down low. Garry in on it, watched by Lewis. And that one, there's a turnover to Lewis. Stick battle for it. Ringer cuts in. Hawks on the doorstep, just missed. And the Twins quickly get it out of the zone for Russell, but good back check there. Works it right up onto the stick of Sperber. Sperber walks in, glove side, and he missed on the inside. Battle for it. Hawks into the slot, and a good tie up there. And that one might have saved a goal there. Good work there by Spencer. Puck worked all the way down. Icing waved off. 45 seconds to go. As we're on the cusp of overtime in this one. Hit there. Trying to work it free as the 19s collide. Battle for it. Here we go. Matthews cuts across. Looking for the pass. And that never came there. Good defensive work by the Hawks to get back to shut down the feed across ice. Battle for it on the near side boards. And that one gloved out. Scooped up now here by Barnes. He's got 10 to go. He'll pass that cross ice. Lemur takes that one into the skates. Scoops it back up at the line. He's got 3. Fires in. Headline picks it up. Fires at the horn. And that's going to do it. We played 60 here, and we're still tied. Shots in the final frame of regulation was 11 for the Hawks, 4 for the Twins. 2 goals by Nate Morrison is what's going to bring us here. David Balshaw was able to tie it up as we head to overtime. So we get ready here for overtime. Next goal wins. We had a good shootout game earlier on in between the Canucks and the Reals. Maybe this one will get all the way there depending on how the next 5 minutes go. Twins turn up ice. Trying to end it here from the home crowd. Passes across. Headland puts on the brakes. And he's pressured. Puck comes free to Tate Dolinsky. He'll take it from behind the goal. And Dolinsky ahead. All about puck possession now. As his squad nicely tagged. Sperber walks in. Looking to end it. Walks all the way around. Pulls the trigger in front. And Kerr shuts it down on the goal line. The back door was there for the Charleswood Hawks. And right in front for Van Alstyne. And that one gets shut down. There's a look at the replay as Stevenson tried to tap that one in. So Morrison in on the draw. And he's pushed this comeback for his squad. Morrison, he'll feed that one back. And we got 3:57 to go here in the frame. As Ringer looks ahead ice, puts on the brakes. And a little bit of a miscue there by the Hawks. They did stay on side, but they cycle back anyway. Just to be safe about it. As Morrison walks in. He's looking for a hat trick himself. As he gets the feed in front and that missed. Spencer picks it up. He'll look across for Drew Russell into his skates. And that error could cost the Hawks. But no, it's coming, or it could cost the Twins, but no, it's coming back now here by Kellen Garry. Feeds it across, back walking in, and that shot gets blocked. Big block there by Morrison, it looked like, and he'll go for a change. Couldn't quite see the number there for that was Morrison for the Hawks. And he's had an outstanding night, no matter how it ends. As the Hawks playing the D is Viggerson, poke checked away by Kerr. Under 3 to go in overtime. Hawks walk in. Oh, what a pad save by Kerr. He kicks that one out. He had the whole net in front of him. Viggerson lifts it just over. Skirmish in front of Kerr. Twins under siege. And the Twins calm it down. Kerr with an outstanding point-blank pad save. Keeps this game alive. Puck worked ahead on the far side. Bronco cuts in front. Couldn't get a shot away. 6:15 to go in the frame. Walking away with it. Looking, battling. And that one jarred around and free. 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Sperber walks in. Cuts on the backhand just wide of the goal. And here come the Twins. One last good opportunity there. And Stevenson has that one broken up. Good work by him. He'll cut all the way behind Quo. As we got 100 seconds to go here in overtime. Hawks ahead. Hawks walk in. Cycling. Feeding to James Franklin. Franklin fires, and that one deflected just wide. Ball shot on it, turns it over, and the Hawks continue to be all over the Twins in overtime. We'll take a look at the replay at the next whistle of that toe save that kept the Twins alive. Looking for another point tonight, as that one just wide. Battle for it. Ball shot. Feeds across. And that one rung off the iron. Coe sticks it away. Battle down low. And this one played ahead by the Hawks. Walking in is Franklin. He might cycle through all the D there. Hawks, they got a 3-on-1 going. Twins caught on a change. And Kerr gets just enough. 30 seconds to go in the frame, and that one cost Vickerson's squad as he had to go out of the zone to accept that pass. 20 seconds to go. Lewis scoops it up. He'll drop that one back. Ringer up to Vickerson. He'll go and give chase on that away from him to Barnes. And the Twins, who haven't really possessed the puck, they got 9 seconds to go here before we ensue into a shootout. And Spencer puts on the brakes. He leaves that one back. And a stop at the horn a little bit after. And we head here to a shootout. So, 3-round shootout coming your way here. And we get ready to go with our first shooter. So Nathan Vickerson comes in to take on Kerr. And he'll walk in, cut back, backhand forehand, and oh, could have put it wood. And that one goes wide. And before you look at that, here's a look at that overtime kick save. And sorry, I forgot to show you this in the intermission, so there's a quick look at it. Ballshaw walks in, fires in the flash of the leather. Keeps that one out by Quo. And walking in, James Franklin comes in, and that one's shut down, and here. Lazat. He'll work it in on the near side. And tucks it home. No. Quo stays with it. And Sperber comes in. And that one kicked away by Kerr. So Lucas Spencer with a chance to end it here. And he walks in, keeps on the far side, walks in back at forehand, shut down by Quo. So round number 4. Lewis walks in, cuts up Broadway, walks in, fires, running off the iron. Caden Headland with the opportunity to end it now on his stick. Walk in on the near side. Cut, steps up, scores! And the Twins win! Headland ends it. What a way to finish this one off. And it took us all the way to a shootout. And Caden Headland pots it home for his 4th point of the night. So 3 assists and the shootout winner for Caden Headland. And the Twins take it at home ice. And what a win they're getting. The celebration there with Kerr. Headland finishes it off in the shootout. Again, stick around for our 3 stars and we'll go over the standings here in a minute. As the Hawks came up, forced it into extras, took the lead, and while the Twins came back with a late goal from David Balshaw to force it into extra. And with that, it took us all the way to shootout after the Hawks were all over it in overtime. And Kerr doing his job to keep the Hawks at bay. Forced it into shootout, stopped all 4 shots. Caden Headland finishes it off as the Twins salute as they leave the ice victorious in this one. Win number 4 straight, and that is the 2nd best record or winning streak currently in the MMJHL, next to the Transcona Railer Express, who've hit 10 straight wins. With that, we head to today's 3 stars of today's game. Starting it off, our first star in today's game from the Twins with 3 goals, number 19, Matt Lizotte. Second star in today's game from the Charleswood Hawks with 2 goals and assists from the Charleswood Hawks, number 13, Nathan Morrison. And our first star in today's game with 3 goals, or with 3 assists and a goal from the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins, number 14 with the game winner, Caden Headland. So the Twins stay in the win column again in this one. They move up, pick up win number 10 of the campaign. So they're 10-8-2. And they'll take on the St. James Canucks, who just had a shootout loss against the Reals tonight on Friday. Meanwhile, on the Hawks side of things, that game's at 7:30, by the way, in St. James. They'll be at home for a 7:30 game against the River East Royal Knights. Quick look on the standing side here. As Transcona stays on top, 35 points, a point ahead of the Reals. Reals with 34. Hawks with 26. So they get a 2-point cushion over the River East Royal Knights with 24. Meanwhile, the Canucks jump over the Stonewall Jets into 5th place with 22 points. Jets with 21 following them. Rivers Junior Hockey Club with 18. Canucks with 16 rounding off the playoff picture. A point outside on the doorstep for the Junior Victorias, and the Twisters in the basement with 4 points. So that's all for me for this one, and we'll see you all on our next broadcast come Sunday. We'll have a couple of games for you. Until then, I'm your host, Bentley Brent. It is a 5-4 Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins comeback win that got it done with a late comeback and finished it off in shootout. Off the stick of Caden Headland. Signing off for now. We'll see you all at our next broadcast. Till then, take care and have a good night.